Calling into
Hello, hello. Good evening, guys. How are you?
good evening, teacher.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, David. So we have Mario, Milton, Magdalene, Jaime, Silvia. Good to hear you again. Did you have a nice weekend? How was your weekend, guys?
Very good.
Excellent. Did you do anything special? Just rest.
Ay, no lo entendí.
Did you do anything special or the same in the weekend? Did you do anything special?
Nothing.
Nothing. The same. Yes.
Trabajar.
Yeah.
Work.
Work. Yes, if you have to work on weekends, well, you have to work. That's good. That's good. Working is good. What about Friday, the 15th of September? Did you do something? Did you watch the parades? What did you do?
Bueno, a mí I working. Me tocó trabajar.
You had to work.
Ajá.
Oh, okay. What about the rest? Did you have to work on Friday?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, but at least you have Saturday and Sunday to rest. Okay, let's see. Let me take attendance so we can begin with. Hey guys, by the way, I heard that some of you already finished the work in the platform. You already have 100%. Did you finish the exercises in the platform?
Solo el examen me falta a mí.
Okay, good. Just the final exam.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent, Milton. What about the rest, guys? How are you doing with the exercises? How are the exercises doing? Let's see. Okay. So let me see how many people do we have here. Oh, I'm not sharing. There we go. Okay, so we have, let me see. Let me just, okay, Mario Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Esther Méndez.
Present, teacher.
Thank you.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Ricardo Esteves. Not here. Christian. What about Christian? Is Christian here? No. Okay, let's see. Elmer. No. And Nestor, but I think I saw Nestor.
Present.
There you are. Yeah, excellent, Nestor. Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, we are going to begin today talking a little bit about food. And what I want to ask you is about what is your favorite homemade recipe or food? And I want to know how you prepare it. Is there a special secret in how you prepare the food? Can you think of that for a moment? Think about what is your favorite. Homemade, that means that it's made at home. We're not talking today about Burger King or Pollo Campero or Bigas. We're not talking about that. We're talking about homemade food. Do you have a favorite? Like, I don't know, like enchiladas, chilaquiles. What is it that you like at home?
My favorite food is canelones.
Canelones, those are good. How do you prepare them, Magdalene? Give us a little bit of your secret. How do you prepare canelones?
No creo que lo pueda decir en inglés.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. That's okay. What about the rest? Do you have a favorite food or recipe?
My favorite food is chicken.
Chicken. Excellent. Do you, can you tell us how you prepare that, David? How do you prepare your chicken?
Not prepared.
Okay, okay, no problem. What about the rest? What do you put in your food? What do you like about homemade food?
My,
Anybody else? Tell me.
como antojitos o comida en específico.
Anything. Food,
Ah,
snack,
sería my favorite, es la empanada pies, sale aquí, no sé si es correcto. Las
empanada.
empanadas. Ajá, ok.
Those are like snacks, right? Like antojitos.
Ajá, es Naya antojito. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What about the rest? Mario, do you have any favorite homemade food?
I don't know cook.
You don't cook?
No.
Okay, no problem. Now, well, guys, well, actually, what we are going to learn today is how we can use sentences uh, to express how we prepare, for example, food, how you repair something. And so we are going to learn about that today. Let me just show you the following slide. Okay, now what we're gonna do is talk about imperative sentences. And usually you will hear about them as commands, because these sentences, they are used to give instructions. That's why I ask you how you prepare your food. Imagine that I have to cook your favorite food and I don't know, you have to give me instructions. So we use these sentences, imperative sentences, to create, or sentences to express how we prepare food, or how we give commands, how we give instructions. Let me ask you something. At home, do you have to give instructions? Commands? Yes or no? Do you have to give instructions at home? The ones that have kids, for example, do you have to give instructions to your kids? Or commands? Do we understand what commands and instructions are? Do you give any commands to your, for example, kids or to somebody in the house? Do you give commands like, don't open the refrigerator or sit down? Do you have to give those commands?
Yes.
Sometimes, yes, right? So we are
Yes.
going to learn about that today, how we can give instructions. And as you can see there, we have some examples. I'm gonna ask somebody to help me read today. Magdalene, can you read the paragraph first, please? The paragraph that says imperative. Can you read that, please? Let me just, this one right here.
Cualquiera.
No, read this one, the paragraph there.
Oh, perdón. Imperative sentence give commands, instructions, or suggestions.
Suggestions. Okay, very good. Now, and then we have the examples. Okay, we have the examples and you will see the pictures right there. For example, let's see, I don't see the names. Where are the names? There we go. Okay, Milton, can you read the first one, please?
¿Dónde me dijo?
Can you please read this example, this one?
Look at the board.
Look at the board. Very good. Look
Board.
at the board. What are the kids doing? They are looking at the board. Okay, that's an instruction.
Okay.
Like for example, when you go to school, and the teacher says, "Look at the board," and you have to see the board, right? Let me continue with the next one. Mario, help me with this one.
Be quick.
Be quiet.
Quiet.
Be
Okay,
quiet. And do you see the, say that again? Quiet. Be quiet.
Be quiet.
Quiet. Exactly.
Quiet.
Exactly like that, Mario. Very good. Now, do you see the sign that the boy is doing? Be quiet.
Es tranquilizarse, ¿verdad? En español.
Like, what does this mean? Look at me. What does it mean?
Callarse.
Be quiet.
Be quiet. Okay.
Be quiet. When somebody tells you, please be quiet, then that means you have to, right?
Okay.
That's what you need to do. For example, if you are at the hospital and you're like talking too loud, they tell you be quiet.
Okay.
Right? And you have to be in silence. Okay, very good. Let's look at the next one. David, can you read this one? I'm gonna put a number here, number 3. This was number 2, and this was number 1. David, can you read number 3?
Listen.
Listen. And what does, do you see the action? Listen.
Escuchar.
Exactly.
Escuchen.
Listen. Yes, like when the teacher tells you, guys, listen. That means that you have to listen, all right? That's what you need to do. Now let's look at number 4. All right, let's look at number 4. And let's see, who else do I have here? Why I don't see all the names? Nestor, help me with number 4, please. This one right here. Help me with that. Hand. Raise your hand. What is the man doing?
Levantar la mano.
Yeah, raise your hand, right? When you have questions at the school and the teacher tells you, raise your hand, okay? That's a command, all right? The teacher tells you, raise your hand, so you have to raise your hand. Sylvia, help me with the next one. This one, that's gonna be number 5. Sylvia, please.
Sit down.
Sit down, okay?
Sit down.
Sit down, very good, Sylvia, sit down. And if you can see the action is actually going down. Let's look at the other one, Jaime. These ones are very similar. Jaime, read this one, number 6. Jaime, oh, maybe Kevin, help out with number 6. Hello, Kevin.
Yes, stand up.
stand up. What is he doing? What is the boy
Levantarse.
doing? Yes, that's what the boy is doing. And is the opposite of number 5, right? This is going up and this is going down. So you sit down or you stand up. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue. Let's see, Magdalena, help me with number 7. I'm going to put a number 7 here. Help me with number 7. What is, please?
Take out your notebook.
Take out your notebook. What is she doing? If you see, she has her backpack and this is the notebook. What is she doing? She's
Notebook, cuaderno.
exactly. And what is the action? What is she doing? She's taking it out, right?
Sacar.
Exactly. When the teacher comes, he tells you, okay, class, take out your notebook. So that means you have to take out your notebook, right? You have to take out your notebook. Very good. Let's try the next one. Okay, let's try the next one. For the next one, we have Jaime Osorio. Help me with number 8, please.
Open your book.
Open your book. Very good. And now she's opening the book. Let's look at the next one. Elmer, that's number 9.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, Elmer. Help me with number 9. This one right here.
Okay, close your book.
Close your book. Excellent. And Alberto, help me with the other one.
Write your name.
Write your name. Can you see what the boy is doing in the picture? He's writing the name. He's writing the name.
Writing the name.
Yes, he's writing the name. Milton, help me with number 11. Please.
Read.
Read. Okay, this is number 11. And the last one, Sylvia, number 12.
Draw.
Draw. Okay. Okay, very good. Now, guys, I don't know if you have a question, but remember that I said that they are sentences. Do they look like sentences? Do they look like sentences to you? Like oraciones? Do they look like that? Right now, for example, in the classes, they tell you to write complete sentences, right? And you have to write, I like to play at the park, okay? I like to play at the park. Is that a sentence, guys? Yes or no? Milton, is that a sentence? What do you think? You know what sentence means? Oración, right?
Sí.
Okay, so do you think that this is a sentence? Yes? I like to play at the park. Okay. Is it different? Is it different than the other ones? Than these ones? Like this one, look at the board, be quiet, listen, raise your hand, sit down.
It's different.
It's different.
They are different, but they are called sentences, imperative sentences. The difference is that when you use imperative sentences and when you use commands, what you use is the verb. So for example, if I tell you, wake up, that's a sentence, it's an instruction, it's a command. And these type of sentences, they are known, they are used for that. They are used to give commands, and that's why it says here, imperative sentences, they give what? Commands, instructions, suggestions. If you have to cook something, for example, what do you say? Okay, take 2 pieces of chicken, put them on water, Now put salt, put some pepper, and then you begin giving instructions in a recipe, okay? Now, we will see more examples. We will see more examples of these imperative sentences, okay? So now, let's move on to the next one. Let me clear this out, and let's move on to the next one. We're gonna see more examples. Now, there are basic imperatives. Basic, like they are very similar to the examples we saw before. And we have, for example, here, sit down, sit down, stand up, be quiet, listen. Now, we can use other words. For example, listen carefully. What do you understand by listen carefully? If I tell you, guys, listen carefully. What do you understand by listen carefully? What do you understand by listen carefully? It means that you need to pay attention, okay? You have to pay attention, okay? That's what it means. You have to pay attention. Listen carefully, because that's what it means. Listen. You can say, okay, listen. And that means you have to listen. But when you say listen carefully, that means that you need to pay attention, okay? We have, for example, open the door, close the window, speak loudly. For example, the teacher can tell you, can ask for your participation. And if you're speaking like really low, it's very hard to hear. So people will tell you, can you please speak loudly? That means that you have to speak loudly. You have to give more volume to your voice, okay? Loudly means more volume to your voice, okay? Speak loudly. This is more volume, okay? More volume to your voice, okay? You have to give more volume to your voice. And then we have read the book. Write your name. Pass me the salt. Or pass me the bread. Pass me the chicken, okay? These are commands, instructions. And in this type of sentences, we don't have to use you, we, they. You just use the verb. Sit down, stand up, be quiet. Normally, when we give these instructions, we are talking directly to the person, okay? Or to the people. So you don't have to say they or we. You give the instruction. Sit down, stand up, be quiet. Now, these are basic because we also have, let me clear this out. And let's move on to the next one. We also have polite imperatives. You know what polite means? What's the meaning of polite? It's like when you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, have a nice night, or when you say please, right? When you say please, that means that you are polite, amable, right? That's what it means, polite, imperative. It's a command, but you say please. Because I can say, okay, guys, sit down. Or I can say, guys, please sit down. And it is more polite, amable. That's what it means, right? Polite, imperative. So I can say, if you see the difference is, please, 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 please. Es como cuando le llegan a preguntar, ¿verdad? ¿Me das el agua? Y ustedes dicen, ¿por qué? Y por favor, right? You say, please. It's a command, but it's polite, okay? And you have to use the word please. But if okay? But if you see, we have the same. We have the verb, pass the sugar, be on time, call me later, wait your turn, have a seat. Kindly is, if you say kindly pass the sugar, please, that's even more polite. Eso es como que en español digan, ¿me podrías hacer el favor de pasarme el azúcar? So you are very polite. Y no es como cuando le hablan a su hermano. Pásame el azúcar. Right? So those are commands, instructions, imperatives. Okay? So we use imperatives to give those instructions. And we have basic. The basic is like, okay, guys, listen. Or I can say, guys, please listen carefully. That means that you have to pay attention. And I am being polite. Is that clear, guys, so far? The difference between those two? Okay, now.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now, these ones are positive. Okay, I'm telling you what to do. But we also use imperatives to tell people what not to do. For example, let me show you the next one. Here it says negative imperatives. And what is the key word here? And you have it very big in there. This is the key word. This one right here. This one right here is the key word. Don't. Okay? Don't. That's the key. See? Speak during the movie. What does it say before? Don't. That means you don't have to speak. Don't eat in the classroom. This is the, let me just put here. This is the imperative in affirmative. And if you want to make it negative, it's don't eat. You can also be polite. Please don't run. Okay. You can also be polite. Right? And we have the verb. Don't play with matches. You know what matches are? Phosphorus, matches. This means phosphorus, right? So I'm pretty sure that somebody told you so one day, don't play with matches. Right? These are phosphorus, the ones that we use to, right? So yeah, something, well, sort of like that, something like that. And then we also have, for example, don't forget your umbrella. Don't litter. Litter in this word, when this is very common to see in the United States, for example, in the parks. And when it says don't litter, that means that you don't have to throw the trash outside the trash can. So don't litter means put the trash in the trash can. Right? Is this one clear? Don't litter. This is related to trash. You know what trash is? La basura. What do you do with the trash when you finish eating in the park? Do you throw it in the anywhere, or do you put it in the trash can? You have to put it in the trash can, okay? So it's don't litter. And if you see all of them have don't. Please don't smoke. Smoke is like smoking, right? Like cigarettes. Don't use your phone while driving. Don't open until Christmas, like the presents, right? You don't have to open your presents until Christmas, okay? So you also have the negatives and you also have the affirmatives, right? Negatives and affirmatives, okay? Is that clear, guys, so far? We have basic imperatives, polite imperatives, and negative imperatives. Are those three clear?
Yo no
Yes.
entendí la 9.
9, don't open until Christmas. Suppose that I give you a gift. When is Christmas? When is Christmas? Christmas is on December.
Navidad.
Navidad.
It is
Navidad.
in December 25th, right? And if I give you a gift on December 10, for example, I will tell you, don't open it until Christmas. That means that you have to open the gift until Christmas on this date. Okay.
Sería como no abre los regalos.
Hasta until Christmas. Okay. Yes, but that's what it means, Maiden. All right. So what's the key word? All right. What's the key word for basic imperatives? What is the key word? Do you remember? For basic imperatives, all we use, I'm gonna write it here. All we use is the verb. Remember, sit down, stand up, read, listen, is the verb, right? It's just the verb. What is the key word in polite imperatives? What is the key word? Like the important word, the change. Do you remember?
Don't.
That is for negatives. Don't is the key word for negative.
Ah.
For polite?
The polite, please.
So for negatives is don't. And for the polite we use please. Okay? Please. Please. Those three keywords are important in imperatives. Okay? Now let's look at some examples. Let's begin doing some exercises, okay? I'm gonna share the next screen so that we can begin doing some exercises, okay? Let me share the next one. Okay, and I'm gonna need your participation for this one. We are going to do many exercises because this one is easy, but we need practice, okay? All right, volunteers for the first one. What is
Be quiet.
Be quiet. Very good. Excellent. Okay, let's look at the next one, the one with the clock. Now, with the clock, pay attention that here it says negative. What
Don't
is
waste time.
don't waste
time.
Don't waste time. Very good. You know what waste is? Waste, the meaning of waste is desperdiciar. Right? This is desperdiciar. So if somebody tells you don't waste your time, it's probably because you're wasting it. Okay. Excellent, guys. Let's continue with the next one. We have some exercises here. All right. What about this one? See, it says this one. What's the answer to that one?
Open the window, please.
Is that polite, basic, or negative?
Polite.
Polite, exactly. Because, why is it polite? Because of the word please, okay? When you say please, it is polite. So let's see. Excellent. Open the window, please. Let's continue with the next one. Let's look at this at the avocado. Here we have two answers. Who wants to give it a try? Any ideas?
Put water and avocado.
Remember that these two, this one right here, this one right here needs to be a verb.
Drink
and this one
water
also needs to
and eat vegetables.
Drink water and eat vegetables. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Drink water and eat vegetables. They are imperatives. Basic, polite, or negative? Is that basic or polite?
Imperative.
Basic imperative or polite imperative?
Basic. Basic imperative.
Basic. Why is it basic? We only have the verb. Drink water, eat vegetables. Simple like that. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do this one. This one also has two. Now, this one, see, this one has a negative. This means negative, okay? Just keep that in mind. Negative. Okay, who wants to try that?
Please calm.
Please
Don't
calm.
lose your nerves.
Okay, so don't is okay. Don't lose your nerves. But the other one, no. This one. This one is a very famous. You will probably see it in T-shirts. They say like, it begins with a K. Have you seen like pictures that have like this expression? Like, keep calm. That's an imperative. See, it will say keep calm and don't lose your nerves. This is a very famous expression. This is an expression, okay? When you are, for example, when you're getting like really angry or you're like really nervous, people will tell you, hey, keep calm. Don't lose your nerves, right? It's like relax. That's the meaning of the expression. Keep calm, right? Don't lose your nerves. That's what it means. Excellent. Very good, guys. Let's try the next one. Let's try the next one. What about this one? This one should be easy because it's very common. Let's try it with this one. This one right here. This one right here. What words would complete the sentence? This is negative. This one here.
Don't worry.
Uh-huh. Like the song. Don't worry.
Yes.
I am happy.
I am happy.
I am happy. Remember that we are only using the verb, not pronouns. Here we are not going to use I, you, we, they. No, it's only the verb. The first one is correct. It's negative, right? So you say don't.
Don't.
And if you want to say to somebody this, don't worry.
Too happy.
Feel happy. Another word that is similar. What about be? Don't worry. Be happy.
Be happy.
Yeah, don't worry, be happy. Remember the verb to be? Do you remember the verb to be? Yes? Yeah, that you have is, and you have and you have are. Okay, this is the verb to be. In imperatives, we don't use is, we don't use we don't use are. We use be. So that's why it says here, be happy. Somebody said feel happy. It could be okay. It could be okay because it's an imperative. But this is a very common expression. Don't worry, be happy. Let's try the next one right here. What about this one? What about this one? Can you listen and listen? Okay, listen to the song and what are they doing?
Sing.
And
dance.
Sing.
Dance, sing. What about move?
Move.
You know what
Move
move
your
is?
body.
Move your body, right? Excellent. Listen to the song and move your body. Okay, that's what they are doing, moving their body. Let's look at this one. What about this one right here? It's negative.
Don't.
Don't
Don't talk to the stranger.
Don't talk to strangers, right? This is an advice that you give to little kids, right? Don't talk to strangers. Very good, guys. Let's move on to the next one. This one right here. Let's check out this one.
Read the instructions.
Read the instructions and
Don't skip any step.
don't skip any step. Very good. See, you have to read the instructions and don't skip any step. Very good. And the last one that we have in this one is that one.
Listen.
Listen. But that was, the other one was listen carefully, but this one is careful. You're telling somebody.
I'm careful.
What did you say? I'm careful. Is that what you say? I'm careful. Like this? I'm careful.
I'm careful.
Yes. What did I say about the verb to be? We use? Be. Okay, so we're going to say, we will say be careful.
Be careful.
And
don't play with those scissors.
Don't play with those scissors. Yes. So you have to be careful. Here it should say don't, not play. This is wrong here because it's negative. It will say don't. Okay. Don't. And be careful. Don't play with those scissors. Scissors are this. Okay. Scissors. Excellent, guys. Very good. Let's try another exercise. Always about the same. This one right here is very okay, David has problem with the connection. Okay. So yes, in this one right here, it doesn't have, you just have to say, it doesn't have like the rest of the words. What is the first one, for example? This one.
Stand up.
Stand up. Very good. Let me make it smaller because I think it's too big. There we go. So this one is stand up. Okay. And look at the action. That's what it means. What about this one? The one with the kids.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hands.
Raise your hand. Very good. Raise your hand. What about this one? That's a negative.
Don't open your book.
Don't open your book. Perfect. Very good. Very good. Don't open your book. Let's try the next one. This one right here. What about this one?
Be
quiet. Quiet.
Be
Quiet.
Be quiet. This is a synonym, so be quiet is also okay. But since it is negative, we say don't talk in class or just don't talk. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. Now, what about the other one? This one right here.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down. Very good. And what about this one? The one with the boy.
Below.
What is the boy doing? This one. What is the boy doing?
Let's go. No.
The boy is doing this action, right?
Let's go.
Let's go. Yes, it could be applicable. We're missing. You have to include the word please. So you can say, let's go, please. Or please come here. Or please follow me. All of them are correct. So if you say, let's go, please, it is correct. If you say, please come here, it is correct. If you say, please follow me, it is correct. Good. What about this one? The one with the girl. This one right here.
Look at the bar.
The other one.
Close.
Close your book.
Close your book. Excellent. And, well, Magdalene already did this one. Look at the board. Perfect, guys. All right. Now, these ones don't have any. They are very similar, but they don't have any words. All right, so the first one. That's a cell phone and it's negative.
Don't know cell phone.
I know phone.
Don't
Not phone.
not phone.
Don't use phone.
Don't use this phone. Yes, don't use your phone, right? Don't
Okay.
use your phone. Don't forget about the verb. Don't use your phone. Very good. Let's try the next one. The one with the food. It's negative.
Don't eat.
Don't eat.
Don't eat.
Let's see. Don't eat. Very good. What about this one? What about this one right here? In English, please. That's your English teacher. What will your English teacher say?
Speak.
They speak English.
Speak English. Let's see. Any other option before I click? Speak English.
English.
Yes. Speak English. Okay. Now, you can make it negative, like don't speak Spanish. But in this case, it's positive. So speaking English. Very good. Okay, let's do the next one. This one right here. What is the sentence? What do you think is the sentence? It's negative. So what do you say?
Don't know. Speak.
Don't talk.
Don't talk or don't speak. Let's see. Don't shout. You know what shout is? Like right now we're speaking, but when you start like, don't shout. That is, don't shout. Very good. Now, what about this one with the girl? What about this one? Any ideas? Any ideas with the girl and the toys? Let's see. All right, let's click in this one and let's
Pick up of the toys.
pick up the toys, clean your room, put your toys away. Yes, all of them are correct. So, but you can say clean your room, pick up the toys, and it is correct. You can say pick up your toys. And it is also correct. All right, let's continue with the next one. This one.
Be quiet.
Be
quiet.
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 Be quiet, be silent. Let's see. Be quiet. Very good. Very good. Be quiet. This one was very famous for pandemic. What about that one?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Your hand.
Wash your hands. Very good. And the next one? The one with the light? What about the light?
Turn on. Turn on.
Turn on or turn off? Off?
Los dos.
No. And this is turn off the light because it's on, so you turn it off. Very good, very good. Let's do the one on the other side, the girl writing. What's she doing?
Ryan the book. Right.
Ryan the book.
Reading a book. But remember, you have to say a command. What do you say? This is what teachers tell you in the school when they give you assignments, homework. You have to do your homework. Do your homework. Okay, do your homework. Okay, now the next girl, the one that is right here. What do we say in that one?
Close your windows.
Close or open? What is she doing?
Open.
Open? Open the windows or close the window?
Open the window.
Open the window.
Both are correct. We don't know if she's opening or closing. So you can say open the window or close the window. Both are correct, okay? Excellent, guys. Let's try the last two that we have here, and then we are going to do a more complex, a little more difficult exercise. What about this one? Don't
Don't run in the room.
Don't run in the room, in the park, you say. And the other one, what's this symbol?
Negative.
Last one?
Don't
picture.
Photography.
Don't
take pictures.
You can say don't take pictures. Yes. Very good. So we say don't take pictures. Excellent, guys. Very good. Very good. Now let's move on to the next one. This one is a little bit more difficult because I'm going to show you. Let me just share the other screen. I will show you a place and you have to tell me what you will tell to somebody in the library. What instructions do you give to somebody in a library? What do you say
Be
to
quiet.
Be quiet. Excellent, Madeline. What else? What else can you say?
Don't talk.
Don't talk loud. Right? Don't talk loudly. You can say that, or don't speak loudly. So that means I just have to speak really, really quiet. What about the next? What about and what do you think? On anybody else? Any other command, or we move to the next one? What do you say to somebody in the library?
Command.
Commands. Yes, commands, like in instructions.
Don't eat.
Don't eat in the library. Very good, my dear. Let's check the next picture. What about this one, guys? In the park, what do you say to your kids?
Be careful.
Be careful. Excellent. What else? What else do you say to your kids in the park? No more ideas with the park? No problem. We can move on to the next one. I have more pictures. What about that one? What do you say to this person? Guys, Milton, Alberto, Silvia. What do you say to this person? What is the person? Jaime, Elmer, Mario, Kevin, what do you say to this person?
Don't read.
Don't read. Okay, don't read while driving. Don't read when you drive. Yes?
Don't use your phone while driving.
In this case, read, because he's not using the phone. So we say don't, you can just, in this example, it's just don't read when you drive. Okay? Don't read when you drive. When you can say when you drive a car. Don't read when you drive a car.
Oh, don't check your messages.
Don't check your messages. Now, but in this one, for example, can we say something positive? Because don't read is negative. Can we say something positive? Do you think that we can say pay attention to the road? Do you think we can do that? Pay attention to the road? Yes? Let's check the next one. Let's check the next one, guys. What about this one? What do you say to this person?
Be careful.
Be careful.
Careful.
What else can you say? What do you say to the man driving? What can you say to him? What instruction can you give him?
Enojado.
But in English, what do we say? Don't?
Hungry.
Don't get or don't be angry.
Don't be angry.
Don't be angry. Or what about this person? What can we say to the person that is crossing the street? We can say be careful.
What's up?
Watch out. Watch out. Very good. Excellent. Watch out. So you can say watch out. Like watch out. You can say watch out. Excellent. When you cross the street, do you have to see both sides of the street? When you cross the street? What do people tell you? That you have to watch both sides, right? You can say that. Let's look at the next one. And with this one, we finish. Almost. We're almost done. What about this one? Somebody mentioned it already. What can we say to this person? What can you say to this person in the cell phone? Driving.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Milton, what can we say to this man? He's driving and using the phone.
Sería distraerse.
But make it negative. You have to give an instruction to this man. What is he doing? What is he doing, Milton? What is he doing? Sylvia? Alberto? Anybody? What is this man doing?
Dog driven.
He's driving.
Don't use the cell phone.
Don't use the cell phone.
The cell phone in the drive.
When you drive. Don't use the cell phone when you drive. Excellent. And the last one. Let's see. Let's do this one. If you're going to a hospital, what do they tell you? For example, about the mask. What do they tell you about the mask? Do you have to use it? Yes or no in the hospitals? Sometimes maybe, sometimes not, but.
What is it? Please use to a mask.
Please use a mask, right? Please use a mask. Okay. Okay. Excellent, guys. I think that it's with this, we're already done. We are going to continue doing some practice in the next classes, but very good, guys. You did really good today with imperatives, okay? Excellent, guys. Nice work. I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice night.
Good evening, teacher.
Bye bye, teacher.
Good evening. Bye, guys.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening.